Good evening, Mr. Wilkes, Mr. Jackman, Mr. Reeler, honoured guests and old boys. It gives me great pleasure to report back to you on yet another busy year for the association. As a board, we identified various areas of focus which we have been hard at work at, but I'd like to provide feedback and possibly clarity on only two aspects. The first being, what is the difference between an old boy and an association life member? Simply put, an old boy is any boy who after his matric year attended Pretoria Boys High School for 1 day or more. An association life member is an old boy who at the end of his matric year pays a once-off lifetime fee to join the association. Our current membership of the association life members is just short of 10,000 members. A massive drive is in place to ensure we grow the association life membership base and to provide an added benefit to you as members. Some of the privileges we have introduced is that Old Boys regalia may only be purchased and worn by association members, a tiered pricing structure at official Old Boy events, exclusive access to our network platform on LinkedIn, and free social membership to the Pretoria High School Old Boys Club. The second aspect I'd like to address is the association property in Linwood, better known as the Old Boys Club and officially as the Pretoria High School Old Boys Club. For clarity, the Old Boys Association owns this property, which is 8.5 hectares in the heart of Pretoria, recently valued at 54 million rand in its current state, with a potential well in excess of 100 million. The property includes 3 blocks of flats with 34 units in total on the northern end, which forms part of the greatest annual income generated by the association. Currently, the association provides 7 of these units at a 40% subsidized rate to the school for accommodation for staff members. Over and above these 7 units, any vacant units are given to the school and staff on a first option basis at normal market-related rates before they are released into the general public space. During the course of last year, the association took over the management of these flats from a third party and in so doing drastically reduced this management fee. The balance of the property is the space which is used by the Pretoria High School Old Boys Club, which is an open club, a separate legal entity to the association and therefore not limited to Old Boys. The club enjoys this part of the property rent-free. Currently, the membership of the club alone is just on 900 members, only 250 of these Old Boys. It is exactly this point that has made us as the board of directors of the association ask the obvious questions. What is the relevance of a sporting club in today's day and age? If only 27% of these members are Old Boys, and the number is 250, what purpose does it ultimately serve to the Old Boys and the school community at large? Do we, therefore, as an association, not own a 100 million rand property, which is largely to the benefit of the general public? Outside of ongoing, emotional, and in-depth discussions as a board of directors, we have gained the services of a group of 4 very prominent property developers in Pretoria, all Old Boys, to come up and suggest what we can do to maximize the potential use of this property. I am fully aware of the rumor doing its rounds that the association are looking at selling this property. Tonight, I make it clear that no such plan exists, and that our full intention is to ensure that we make the best use of the property in order to fulfill the exact objectives our Memorandum of Association sets out for us to achieve, which are to foster, promote, and encourage interaction between Old Boys, staff, and the school. Over the next few months, we hope to gain more clarity on what these options might be, and I commit to constantly providing communication in this regard, ensuring that you, as the stakeholders, are fully informed and form an integral part of any decisions which would need to be taken. Outside of the direct activities of the association, Phase 1 of the school hall building project is near completion, and on behalf of the association, we would like to thank every Old Boy donor and others who have so kindly contributed and in so ensuring the project is a successful one. I would also like to take the opportunity in paying great amount of appreciation to Mr. Schroeder, who has been the backbone of the fundraiser. Raising just on 30 million rand is an exceptional achievement, more so under such difficult economic times. Mr. Schroeder, we salute and thank you for what I know has been extremely hard work. Your dedication and passion for the school remains unquestionable. We wish you and Mr. Schroeder great health in what are now, and may I say, real retirement. I'd also like to take the opportunity in thanking the entire Association Board of Directors for their tireless work in ensuring we achieve the mandate set out to us and constantly ensuring we remain a relevant body. I need to single out one person in particular, to Inga Paulson-Little, who runs the association office. I hope you have all come to either know her or know about her. She has single-handedly transformed, amongst others, the communication of the association. I'm sure you'll all agree with me, the newsletters which she produces is something quite spectacular. She has also put together the golf day yesterday and the dinner tonight, both well supported and fantastic events. Thank you, Inga. For those that are not getting the regular communication from the association, I appeal to you to make contact with Inga in the office and ensure your contact details are updated accordingly. The association remains committed to providing support to the school, whether it be through financial means or of a strategic kind, with ever-changing dynamics of our society and the education system. The proud traditions we as Old Boys want to know are upheld and respected throughout remains one of top priority. Yet important, we realize we must and need to adapt to the changing times. While I'm the first to agree, the first team rugby results are not always what we like and want to see, it is critically important that we remember that there is far more to our school than the first team rugby. The caliber of individual that our great school continues to produce is far more important, and we need to look further than our head prefect, Michelle, a fine example of a true boy's eye boy. I can further assure you, as Old Boys, that there is a direct line of communication between myself and the headmaster, with whom I really enjoy working. Concerns are always raised and debated, yet always understood. Transparency always at the forefront. Mr. Reela, on behalf of the entire Old Boys community, thank you to you and your entire teaching, admin and support staff for continually striving to make our school the best school in the world. We thank you and know you have our full and unconditional support. In closing, I'd like to pass on a few words of thanks for the people who have made tonight possible. To Mr. Quirk, our ever-elegant Master of Ceremonies, thank you, Mr. Quirk. We appreciate you attending the weekend all the way from Cape Town every year. To Mr. Reela and the school for allowing us the use of the dining hall, and in particular Mrs. Kruger, who always keeps us well fed. To Mr. Robin Jackman for accepting to be our honoured guest. We look forward to his address shortly. If I could ask Mr. Quirk, Mr. Reela, Mrs. Kruger and Mr. Jackman to please come forward and on behalf of us accept a small gift as a token of our appreciation. Furthermore, I trust that you'll enjoy the rest of your evening and look forward to seeing you all at the 97th annual dinner to be held in the new school hall. Thank you.